taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
You know, I know we need to talk about, you know, the main event for next Saturday, because I know the comments, they're all waiting for that shit.
Yes.
You know, of course
I'm excited. Yes.
Of course, we're talking about Gervonta, Tank Davis, and Ryan Garcia. You know, on pay-per-view for $85.
I don't care because I will not be paid. So I'm going to be at a bar that's already going to order it. So.
Woo! Oh, but no, let's get Kese. Kese is the big Ryan Garcia fan. So first of all, Kese, how are you even watching this fight, man? And then tell us what you feel about this fight.
Wait, Ryan Garcia fan, you gotta explain this, nigga.
Nigga, where you been? Like, oh my god, like that's the whole point. He's here. Like,
scroll up, pilot.
Scroll up. Like you did all these episodes. You know what? Like, yo, it's all bad. It's life got in the way of shit. Like. Kese Soprano was supposed to be back here on other Ryan Garcia fights, but it's just life and just shit going on, so he hasn't been on. And then Ryan Garcia was fucking up too. Like, he was on the Luke Campbell episode, and Ryan Garcia had a whole year of this fuckery, and then niggas gonna get back on it. So it's like we said, fuck it. It's better that Kese Soprano be speaking on this nigga's serious fights than not be here at all, or he talking on some bullshit fights. And we here on a serious fight, so introducing my nigga Tunnel Gang Jersey MC in the building, and Ryan Garcia fan,
and Joe Budden fan, and
absolutely,
and a Joe Budden fan, absolutely. But why y'all bring up? I mean, I'm sure this nigga's a Red Man and a fucking Tretch fan and a Queen Latifah fan. Why y'all focus on fucking Joe Budden?
Because I know that he's because y'all don't like him, and I know he messes with him, so he can back me up. You know what I'm saying? We don't like Red Man.
He's a wild character, but he know how to put it down on the paper. But other than that though. Shoot, man.
Well, fuck that nigga, man. What you think about this fight, yo? What you think about this?
And
fight?
where you watching it?
Damn, FBI.
I don't know yet, but I'm gonna figure it out though. I'm definitely gonna figure it out. Let's put it like that.
This nigga's like, yo, where you watching
it? Yo, I'll tell you what, man. Like, this gonna be tough for Ryan though. This gonna definitely be tough because I feel like. For him, he's got more, like he's a little more wider with certain punches that he throws at that cross, that right cross. He gets pretty open on that, you know. And if Tank is a little close, he can put him down ASAP. He sits up high, and that chin is open a lot. And that's where it gets a little crazy, but for him to stay in it, he got to stay outside, you know. But if Tank get inside and use that uppercut, it's gonna be different.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, and honestly, that's how I feel. I mean, I'm you know me, I criticize Ryan Garcia a lot because, you know, I see a lot. I mean, not because I mean, he has a lot of technical flaws. His chin is in the air. His footwork is bad. You know, like his footwork is, I think, is probably the worst for, you know, like that. You know, he doesn't really seem, and you know, he's slow to make adjustments too. That's another thing. So it's like I see all these flaws, and I see Tank. Tank is, you know, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Tank in terms of how he moves in his career, but Tank is solid. He's a talent. He's a solid fighter. Like, you know, like he's incredibly skilled. You know, and a lot of power.
His mind, the way he processes information. Nobody says like he downloads information, but I can see he clearly downloads information, like, you know, the Loma and the blood types.
He does. Yeah, he basically, because to me it's like who's the better fighter, and Ryan Garcia has never gotten to that point, you know, where I'm like thinking like, damn, like he, you know, is he ready to take on a top level fighter either at 135 or 140, whatever the fuck. Because the Campbell fight only answered maybe one question, but I still had a lot of open questions on him, and you know, to go into that, and then the fights he had after that didn't really answer a whole lot of questions on how he could handle somebody like Tank, other than using his athleticism. Like, you know, everyone else, like, you know, Ryan Garcia is blessed with fast hands, you know, cat-like reflexes, and power in both hands. Like, you know, that, I mean, and like he said, like, you know, the way that Ryan would win is he has to outfight. He has to keep him outbox. He has to keep him on the outside. Like, he can't let Tank go on the inside like at all. Like it is like because Ryan is not a good infighter either. That's another thing.
Right.
He's not.
Yeah.
You know, and Tank will light him up from head to body. You know, if he gets
it's the
inside.
physical. I mean, Ryan's fucking much clearly taller. I mean, I don't know. Barrios was tall too, but it's the reach, and Ryan does have really fucking fast hands. So it's like that's what makes it intriguing to me. Is like Ryan does have the physical advantages. I don't know if he's faster in terms of hand speed, maybe not, but he's fast enough. And
I don't know.
I mean,
he up there. He with him.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, the issue is that any speed advantage that Ryan does have is basically negated by the fact that he telegraphs everything.
Which he does.
You know when the left hook is coming because he telegraphs it. The only time where it like comes out of surprise is when he's like kind of using it like it's a counter. When somebody's already like coming to him and being aggressive with him, then he just throws it like with his eyes closed.
Yeah, but do you want to be exchanging and waiting for that with Tank?
No,
you don't.
That's
that's why he needed the Jester fight, because at least Jester throws enough punches and he's southpaw.
Yeah.
Where he would have got a feel for it. But maybe but this is the thing too, man. Like Goosen, he's the key for Ryan, man.
Yeah.
Like Goosen, like I already saw the difference he made in Ryan as far as
ASAP
improving him walking guys down and fighting behind the jab. And that's all he really has to do. Like Barrios low key gave you the blueprint for Tank. But it ain't like it's the damn toughest one. Like, if you a tall nigga, Barrios gave you the blueprint for Tank. If you're a short nigga, Isaac Cruz gave you the blueprint for Tank.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Like, when I say blueprint, they won enough rounds and put enough hands on Tank and were competitive enough where you could watch and study that and formulate a game plan off of that.
Right.
So that's what I mean by that. And what I mean as far as Barrios, just the whole walking down, don't telegraph shit. Just make Tank have to back up and fight you. Don't press him too hard and run into something a la Rolly.
Yeah.
Keep your fucking hands up, nigga. Like,
crazy.
It's simple, like really, but it's like you're gonna have to be tough because Tank gonna hit you. This is boxing. You get hit.
Right.
And I really hope that they improved Ryan Garcia's defensive footwork movement.
Because Lord knows he's going to need it.
Yeah, because the minute he get hurt,
definitely gonna need it.
He's gonna need the damn Amir Khan his way out that situation. And
you mean he's got to Bambi his way out of the situation? Yeah.
No, I mean like, but Bambi is like he could Bambi or he could Bambi mom his way out the situation. Like, there's one or the other, nigga. Like,
let me just read some of the comments real quick. I know,
comments live. Like, damn, y'all niggas in here. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Karma Serene was like, I guess she was referencing where for Joe, when we talk about Joe Joyce, bounce back to where the lower half of the top 10.
Damn.
I don't think Joe Joyce is going to go down that low.
He ain't get bounced out the top 10 though. Like,
I think he's still top 10. I think he's still top
he's maybe like 10 or like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, because look, like, okay, Zhang is 5, Ruiz 6. Who's 7?
Yeah, you can't put big
Sora, nigga. Or Dylan White.
Nah, fuck Dylan White and Tresor. Nah.
Well, Dylan White has an official win over Franklin, so who else? Like,
I mean,
Herjavec?
No, maybe you could argue Takam because Takam has been kind of on a nice little run.
He beat Yoka, but Yoka ain't shit. Sorry, no offense if you're any Yoka fans. He did beat Yoka.
Okay, I'll give you. Oh, you know what?
I'm not putting the
okay, I'll give you.
I'm not putting the in the top 10 though. I think the com's perfect for Jared Anderson, but I don't say he's top 10 though.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think JoJo's has fallen that far. You know, I mean, he can rebound.
This ain't Canelo on the pound for pound list.
Right. And then we got Android, talking about the Tank fight, giant fight.
Salute Android.
Yeah, and then Bafano is like, yo, Joe just got terminated. That he did.
Salute Beth, what it do?
And then Henny God, even comments. First comment he says like, this one you gotta support, which all of us are doing in our own way. And then
I'm a support by watching it, my nigga. Of course, like I'm a boxing fan.
And then Chris Brand is like, real boxing fans gonna need orders. Gervonta is a face of boxing, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and then Henny God's like, I agree on ordering the fight, not on him being the face, though.
Well, hold on.
Who's the face of boxing, Henny God?
Hold on, Henny God. Yeah, he said a face, not the face.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. All right, damn.
Yeah,
nigga, stand on your shit.
Tank's not the face of boxing.
I mean, it's still Canelo.
He's fuck. Yo, what the fuck, man? No. Canelo would never have this buzz. Like,
it's true. Canelo's still the face of boxing.
Canelo's not no fucking face of boxing. Like, not here. Like,
he's a face.
Maybe where you're at, cause you're in Vegas, nigga.
No, Canelo, you.
Nigga, Canelo will be in my hood, nigga. Tank be down here in Miami all the time, nigga.
My group chats, my circle, Tank's bigger than Canelo.
Tank be at fucking what's that on that park? In Fort Lauderdale, you know what the fuck I'm talking about? Like
Tank on Florida and shit,
yeah, like nigga be here, like but Canelo, like where this nigga at? Man, face of boxing.
I'm not trying to say it's because
you just learn English, nigga.
But the Mexicans support Canelo a lot.
That's Mexicans, nigga. A Mexican the whole fucking country or the world?
I'm just saying.
Look, look, Tank, Canelo, Joshua.
Wilder.
Oh yeah, Wilder. You know what, man? Wilder even got a case over fucking in Spence. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I think when it comes to PBC, Spence and Tank are bigger than Wilder now. Like 20.
Yeah. But Tank supersede all that. But anyways,
I would still put Wilder above Spence.
Oh yeah, I would too. Yeah.
It's arguable. Yeah, I can see it.
No, it's not arguable.
It's arguable.
It's actually backed by facts.
Wilder and what's his name sold like 75K. Spence was so.
Hey, look. Yeah, I don't know if I could put Spence over Wilder until he fights and beats Crawford or Thurman.
Well, hold up. Yeah. He didn't do a lot like pay-per-view wise, but the gate numbers at the Barclays for Helenius were one of the highest they've been. So
And then the whole buzz Wilder gets like when you gotta know after the Stavern rematch, Wilder's popularity kind of went up. Like
he's a heavyweight, so
he's a heavyweight.
But nah, it was just his time right then, yo. Like
but right now,
and the Fury shit just propelled it.
But right now, y'all will say Tank is bigger than Wilder. Tank's the biggest.
Yeah, of course.
In America, if you don't
Tank's
count Canelo,
the face of boxing.
If you don't count Canelo, Tank is the biggest face in boxing, American-wise.
He is. Like niggas be Canelo. Like nigga, anytime I talk to a nigga down here about Canelo, they're like, oh, the guy who lost to Mayweather. Oh, lost Triple G beat him twice. Like yes, like they got him. Like fuck out of here, goddamn. Like like.
And then Henny
could all agree on these niggas.
And then Henny God is like, one of these things is not like the other. Rome, why camera not on him? Because he's probably smoking.
smoking, chilling, going through the drive-through.
That's what he's probably doing.
Four.
And then Bafano's like, I got Tank. Ryan will land some stuff, but Tank is going to slowly take over and bring out the arsenal. And then Chris Brand is like, not the face, but a face. And then Henny God, we can agree on the face, but Bafano's like a face, but not the face.
Tank is fighting the biggest fight that like none of these niggas is trying to fight at the moment for whatever reason. That's why he's the face of boxing. Canelo hasn't. Look, if Canelo gives us Benavidez right now, he's the face. He'll probably be the face of boxing.
Nobody's gonna care about Canelo Ryder. Nobody's caring about that shit.
Dude, exactly. Look, Canelo hasn't given us a fight we wanted, like collectively as a like. Yes, like I'm not talking about a fight that like, okay, it's acceptable. I'm talking about a fight we wanted. He hasn't given us that since
the second Triple G.
The second Triple G fight, nigga. And what year was that?
That was 6 years ago or some shit.
Thank you. God damn, ring game just started, nigga. Like shit. Like come the fuck on, dude. You can't be the face of boxing when you're giving the fans the fight that they want every 5 years. De La Hoya was a face of boxing. That motherfucker had you hyped for a fight every fucking year.
Yeah, he ain't duck no smoke though.
I don't care whatever shenanigans this nigga on now. Like if you was a boxing fan, you back in the day, you look toward the De La Hoya fight. Like none of these niggas bringing that energy right now. Like
not one.
Pacquiao had it, Floyd had it, but after that shit just kind of. Canelo just inherited. He didn't take this shit.
Yeah, Canelo inherited after the Floyd fight, basically.
Dude, and the shit been laying there for Crawford, and Crawford ain't take it either. So Tank and Ryan Garcia been building up this fight organically for like 2 years. Yeah. I've been saying this for like the last 2 years. Like, yo, this is the biggest fight in boxing. This is the biggest fight in boxing. Biggest fight in Crawford Spence. Crawford Spence is old.
Feet to the fire. How much this sells? How much does this sell?
Pay-per-view?
Yes.
Does at least $1 million?
Yes, I agree.
Y'all think so? That would be me. I don't.
Look, me personally, I think it do $2 million.
Listen, this is a fight. This is a fight that girls is gonna watch too.
Dog, thank you. See my.
Again, like I told a story about my little brother. My little brother was in high school. Who's the face of boxing? It's Ryan Garcia. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. $2 million is too. That's
$2 million.
$2 million possible, dude.
I say $800K, and that's good. $800K would be a success.
It'll do more than $800. Dude, $800K is a nigga who's a face of boxing that gives you fights that you don't want to see. That's $800K.
What was the final number on
we want to see?
What was the final numbers on that Benavidez plant?
It's supposedly bad. Supposedly it's bad, but there was nothing.
I told you it was less than 200, nigga.
Yeah,
nothing was
officially reported. Let's put it this way. The
last was the number ever even released?
It was nothing was official.
Yeah, we never got nothing official.
There was a Rick Glazer number. That's about it.
But you got like 2 numbers.
Rick Glazer. That's Rick Glazer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was a couple different numbers, but it wasn't 300. That's for sure.
Yeah. The only number I usually trust for that is usually Jed Goodman's Twitter account, because he's the one that usually puts out all like the ratings for all the Showtime and ESPN stuff. Like, and he eventually puts out the buy rate. So that's his is the one if he says what the estimates are, then I fuck with it. Like,
he didn't drop it, did he?
No, he didn't drop it yet. No.
All right, let's go around the robin. Let's go around the table then. Like, Pat, how many sales?
I mean, I'm thinking it's gonna get at least 800,000, like 800 to 1 million. Like, I mean, I think it's gonna be around there. Because honestly, niggas
a number. One number.
All right, I'll go with $1 million. It'll do $1 million. And the reason why I'm saying, because this streaming is going to kill the pay-per-view numbers. I'm not gonna
streaming is different. It's
going to kill the numbers. Like, niggas is gonna watch this shit for free. Like, so I'm not even gonna be like, nah, niggas is gonna buy it. Niggas will watch this shit for free, especially with that undercard. So $1 million at least. It could probably do more, but yeah, $1 million.
I think it's $1 million. It's $1 million.
I say 800K.
Right on the dot, 800K. That's what you're going with.
750 to 800. We'll say 800. Fuck it, 800.
800.
I got 1.25.
This nigga, man. And Keeks, what about you?
Yeah, I got 900.
Watch, I hit
900 to about $1 million. One.
Nigga, pick one.
Girls
in the middle of that. Nah, but like
the 950,
like 1.1.
Remember, you gotta account. Yeah. You gotta account for the kids. The kids want to watch this shit.
No, this is gonna be $2 million. I'm telling you, $2 million. This is gonna break records. Like, this $2 million. $2 million.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't think the fight is live, and I agree with Dice right now. Well, not the number he's picking. Is Dice saying 600K pay-per-views in his opinion. Garcia and Tank are improving like that, and the promotion for the fight hasn't been very good, which is true.
Okay, define very good, because like
the promotion is Tank bullying Ryan Garcia, and Ryan kind of looking scared, like, damn, I might lose.
But Tank, but Ryan been everywhere, like on every show, everywhere, like
Tank been everywhere too.
Yeah. I guess our viewers are having like Perfection says 500, 600K in that range. I don't think they have it. They're not as confident as you are, LB, about this shit. Like,
500.
It's a casual fight that like it's almost feels like the casuals have to convince the hardcores for this fight. Like I feel like I'm the only hardcore boxing fan really advocating it. Like, yo, this been the fight for the last 2 years. Like,
and in my case,
I feel like we gonna get like a Hearns Hagler type of shootout for as long as it lasts. Like, on some like this the generation for that. Like, this the fight for this.
I agree with Dice's opinion where it was just get Garcia take out improvement like that. And I always say because to me, like I'm very old school. Like I'm very critical about Tank and Garcia how they've moved in their career. So it's like if one of these niggas was a legit champion or actually being a real threat, especially with Garcia's side because Garcia hasn't really beaten shit. It could have been a lot bigger.
Dude, it's like y'all gotta look, dude. It's the Ryan Garcia got that De La Hoya appeal, like the chicks, man, the shorties.
The thing is, De La Hoya, you know how many he sold?
De La Hoya was a warrior. Oscar was a bad nigga, though. That was the thing. Like niggas don't understand that. Ryan is not a bad nigga, bro. Oscar was a bad nigga.
It don't matter. He got the emo crowd. He got the niggas who got bullied in school, dog. Like the niggas is rooting for him. Like
that nigga. Nigga, be a warrior, nigga, be an Aztec warrior, nigga. You Mexican, Oscar was an Aztec
nigga. Everybody everybody ain't gonna be on your same shit, nigga. Like,
nigga, I'm too old for that, nigga. I like if I'm gonna respect you as that you gotta do something. You gotta.
I'm saying Ryan has sold 0 pay-per-views in his career, so I mean,
no one care about all that, nigga. Like, possibly 500, 600K range. Remember that social media followers don't usually translate the pay-per-view by. Nigga, that's like albums and shit, nigga. Like this is boxing. This box. This ain't mixtapes.
I mean, Broner was probably the last person that used social media, but his pay-per-view numbers were like, what is it, like 500, 600, maybe max? I don't know what the one. I think Pacquiao was the one he sold the most. I just don't know. I don't remember what that number was.
Okay, then maybe there's been more. I'm sorry, I'm up. There's more promotion than Benavidez versus Plant. Showtime just started to promote that fight the week of the fight. Yeah,
you just said that. You just said that too, nigga. Like,
yeah, I did. Like,
yeah, you did say that shit, nigga.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not online, but I've seen flyers and billboards last weekend when I was in Dallas. Like, see, and that's the thing. Every city's different. Like they ain't got shit like that right now down here because niggas we was dealing with floods and shit and the gas and motherfucking alligators swimming in niggas in canoes downtown, nigga. Like we dealing with that shit. Motherfuckers ain't got time to be putting up goddamn Tank and fucking Ryan posters and shit. But see over there, shout outs to them. Like Dallas, y'all doing it big. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. So you just imagine other cities, got shit going on like that. So.
For the record, Broner Pacquiao did 400,000 pay-per-view buys.
Okay, so that's
and then should do more than that.
And Thurman Pacquiao did 500,000.
Shutting shit down. It's like a
Florida niggas win again.
I'm reading there right now. Look.
But yeah, and then Dice again. Dice says, I'm a hardcore fan. This fight is more about names than proven fighters. Tank and Ryan aren't even champion or really beat anyone, and that's how.
Yes, and you answered your own question or statement.
I agree with
that. Fight is more about names, and we know these names, and it's a whole newer generation. Like y'all gotta understand, like niggas is tired of waiting for belts and title shots, and like one thing I'm gonna bring this back. Like you know what? Shout outs to fucking Lukey Boxing. Like I recall there was a podcast maybe 2020 2019. It was me, him, Pat, maybe King P, maybe not. I can't remember correctly all the way, and we was talking about the welterweight division, and we was talking about Ortiz and Boots, and we was like, oh damn, like yo, like that's gonna be the fight one day, like nigga, that's gonna be the fight. And he was the only one that was like, They need to fight now. Fuck that. Like, yo, I want to see that shit now. Now. It's Jay-Z Wentworth. It's my money and I want it now. Like, he was on that shit. Like, now. And me and Pat are like, yo, chill. Like, yo, let them cook. Yo, let them niggas get a belt, B. Like, yo.
You still don't got a belt.
So yeah. Thank you, Pilot. So that brings this shit to the fucking conclusion. I'm fucking getting
conclusion. I thought this nigga was remixing that shit.
And so niggas is past this fucking. Oh, wait till he get a belt. Wait till he's a pound for pound star. Wait before he has a fight overseas. Wait before he, does a tag team boxing match. Wait before he drops a mixtape. He's in a movie. Wait before. No, niggas ain't on that shit no more. Fuck all that old nigga shit. Young nigga time, nigga. It's young niggas taking over, man. No one wants this old. Wait for this nigga to be Captain of Zamunda and this nigga Captain Planet. Like, no, fuck that. Niggas want to see if a nigga look. It's like on some hood shit, like on some block shit. Look, high school politics, high school little shit. One nigga, you seen one nigga threw some hands in the neighborhood, and he done knocked out a few niggas. Then you got another nigga over here threw some hands in his neighborhood, knocked out a few niggas, and word get around, and niggas is like, okay. But then it's like, damn, but neither one fought a nigga that we know officially got hands. So we still kind of like, who would win? But we didn't fucking care if the hands legit. All we knew was these niggas was knocking out a few niggas at the park or at the corner store. And we was on some like, yo, goddamn, like, yo, what if that nigga fought that nigga one day? And that's honestly, I know niggas. Sorry, King P with the street shit. I know how you be like, you hate niggas, but it was the most simple way to explain this shit, where it's just you don't care if it's legit or not. It just created a buzz, and you just want to see it happen. I want to see the nigga in Sis Trunk fight this nigga in Pompano. Because I seen these niggas both knock niggas out at Collier Park or wherever the fuck. Las Solis, know what I mean? Like,
yo, so you think this is the biggest exhibition ever?
It's not an exhibition.
What?
But real quick, on Dice's point, I agree with you, but next month, we literally got this in the same, not same division, because it's 1 pound below. We're getting
the same division. Fuck that.
Same division. Fuck it. Haney Loma. All the belts on the line. The buzz and the feeling is not the same. It is what it is.
I'm actually anticipating that fight because there's actually a history.
It's a good fight. It's a chess match. But I'm just saying.
This fight is the most anticipated fight.
It's a high grade, man. I'm just saying. That's what it is.
No, it's a good fight. I want to see it. But you're talking about a fight I've been wanting to see for like the last 2 years. If niggas been listening on this podcast, like, yeah, like niggas just really know. Like, I've been speaking up this fight for a minute. Just like I was the first nigga to be calling out, yo, Lee Wood gonna knock out this motherfucker. Lee Wood gonna knock out that motherfucker. Yeah, okay, he got knocked out. But I'm just saying, like.
And I'm the person that pretty much explained how both Tank and Brian were not moving right. Tank, because he has GameStop belts, which he's always been called as champion, even though 135 and 140 have had niggas in charges over there already. They rule their divisions, and he's not getting the mix with them. Brian had a whole shot against Evan Haney and took it and ducked shamelessly at that too. He could have had a belt. He had a straight shot to that.
Him and his handler went to the WBC convention and said, "No, make this franchise shit for me."
I'm not trying to hear the belts, whatever. Like, nah, these niggas. And Tank has been a whole champion too, a legit champion at 130.
Well, hey, look. That's just how ill boxing is. Like,
no, it's how ill these niggas are.
No. Let me explain real quick. It's ill that everybody gets what they want. Like, the real niggas in the world, like the real world, we're getting the fight we want this Saturday. The hardcore is the Dice and the Pats and the whoever the fuck else hardcore out there. Y'all getting y'all fight next month.
Yeah,
Like,
and I'm definitely that's gonna got claw machine belts.
oh my god! I even like I just envisioned the motherfucker like.
Real quick,
That was good.
how much do y'all think Tank Haney Loma's gonna sell pay-per-view wise? Because I'm pay-per-view.
Stop.
Not much.
I'm just saying, there's a difference, and then
I mean, y'all do 125.
Probably 50.
200 maybe because Haney got the Muslim,
No,
back in. I don't know.
that's
I'm just
too
saying
much.
it's not going to touch pay-per-view wise the numbers we're going to see on this. No way in hell. So, is what it is.
They probably gonna put the replay up for that shit the next day, nigga.
It's gonna be up. It's gonna be up.
Some pay-per-view and
These
shit.
niggas, yo, like y'all be like we been saying GameStop belts for a minute. Like where y'all been at, nigga? Like
Yeah, that's
GameStop belt is
Yeah, that's
insane.
LB's term. He came up with that.
nigga, I've been saying GameStop belts for like what 2012.
GameStop belt.
Like nigga, like this.
Kmart belts, like
Shout out to the colleague.
And Kmart, I heard it from y'all though. Kmart belts and GameStop belts.
Kmart done closed down here, nigga. Like,
Kmart's
I
really
was gonna start saying Rite Aid belts, like Eckerd belts.
You did 400K belts?
Match.
I mean, Haney got the Muslim.
400K, stop.
300 is success. If it's 300, that's a good shit for them.
it's not doing 300. Stop that.
Nah.
If Haney Luma
If that shit do 150, y'all would be happy.
Yeah.
Y'all are getting your hardcore fight.
It is
And that's what y'all want. Y'all gonna get a hardcore pay-per-view sale result too.
and the pay-per-view card is better than this one too. That's for damn sure.
It's a dope card. It's a dope card. We can talk about the card.
But we'll talk about that.
Y'all gotta drop the official predictions because I know we've been hyping and talking this shit up.
Yeah, Kese will do it first. Kese, do
Oh yeah, because the guest, of course. Kese Soprano, man, what it do? Who you have for the most anticipated fight for real niggas, Pat? And you know, not the hardcores. The people who want to see Gucci belts and GameStop belts and legit belts and Louis belts.
We might have to revoke your hardcore pass, bro. You talking real casualist to me right now. I don't understand you. You sounding real unfamiliar right now, nigga.
No, it's funny because Kese Soprano, like, probably a more hardcore boxing fan than me right now. Like, real shit. Like, every weekend when this special right, this nigga be hitting me up with clips and everything, like training, all this shit, like real talk. Like, I always felt like this nigga's like that extra Ninja Turtle or like the extra nigga in Ring Gang, like also like unofficial shit. But
No, he's basically Ring Gang's Killer Priest.
yeah, like
You know the Ring Gang to me. I always thought he was Ring Gang. You know.
I mean, so but yeah. I'm sorry for the long introduction, but man, who do you have for this fight? And tell me your prediction, how it happens, your breakdown, and one more thing. Has it been, and where you at? Has there been any promotion, like buzz, people talking, any posters, billboards?
Actually, nah. I haven't seen nothing crazy, but then again, I haven't gone to the city. I haven't gone to New York, so it might be more out there. So, you know, Times Square might have some things up. So that's always a thing, you know. So, but y'all ain't even gonna believe me when I tell you, but I think I actually think Tank gonna win.
Oh, the Ryan Garcia fan is not even picking Ryan Garcia.
It's
This is spreading.
I would be happy if he did, and I'll be like, holy shit, how'd he pull it off? But I don't think Goose probably was able to give him enough yet, you know, for him to go against Tank. Because I know Tank, his guard gonna be high, you know, and he's gonna take his time. He's not gonna throw any wild punches. He just gonna wait. And Ryan, he likes to throw that cross, even though he's a right hand fighter. His strong hand is at left, so he like to come from the right, that cross, and then, you know, bring in his hook or his check hook, and that's where it could get a little dicey with Tank, you know, if he get in a little closer. But for him to do that, you know, he's gonna have to work on the jab to stay out of that, and he could extend the fight. Huh?
You don't think his jab improved with Goosen so far from the little bit we've seen?
I do, but then he breaks it sometimes still. You know, like he'll break it a little bit. And it's like high risk, high reward, you know, which could be a little scary. So if Tank gets in a little close, you know, if he doesn't snap back, you know, it could be over like by 8. You know,
yeah, Tank by 8.
Yeah, he could do it. He could do it.
Is he up on the cards or not?
Actually, I think that I think he'll start off slow. So I think Ryan, you know, and that'll make it look like it's gonna be something, but you know how Tank go. He start off slow. He watch everything, and then
so like Rolly 2.0.
Yeah, so as soon as that happens, yeah, and then all of a sudden he just hits you with one, and you look at the CompuBox stats, and that shit look way different. Like, damn, he only had 5 punches, but that's the one that knocked him out. You know, so that's what I see. You know, could be wrong. It could go all the way. If Goose, I'm pretty sure like he's legendary. So if he follows that, he can extend it the whole way. So I do believe that as well. But if he breaks it and he gets flustered, I say 8 for Tank. But you know, if he sticks to a game plan, he could definitely win. I'll be happy if he won. But I just think Tank has been here before. You know, he's seen this.
Let me ask you, like, what's your percentage for Tank? Like, do you see this as 50-50, 70-30, 60-40? Like, what you see it as? 80-20?
I see it more like a... Nah, I don't see it like that. I see it like a 55-45.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? More Tank. Because he knows that even if he messes up, he can go to sleep too. So that's important.
Right.
You know? And Tank has never really said that about anyone else. You know, so he knows how dangerous Ryan's check hook can be.
Would you say he's the most talented person Tank has fought?
I don't know. I think Isak was the one, but you know, maybe actually, like, I think he's the most dangerous one. You know, but talented might be Isak.
And Isak, okay, I didn't expect that answer. Like, what makes you say that about Isak? Like, I mean, I felt like he had a good game plan against Tank. Like, I felt like he was the first person to really look like he studied Tank. Like, he's the only one I saw kind of take away the uppercut.
Yeah.
Even though he still got hit with it a few times, but like, you know, like, for the most part, he evaded, you know. So
he caught it on his gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it is though. Also, Tank like 5'5", right? 5'6", and Isak like 5'3", 5'4". So it's like, yo, that's the first time. Yeah, Tank had to like kind of fight down, and he's not really used to that. So I think that was a little bit of advantage that.
So it's like
Isak
season
had. And I feel like he got better since then. I feel like, you know, Pitbull got better.
Yeah, but he need a bigger fight though, like to really prove it. He need to legitimize it so we could call him a hardcore threat.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, you're absolutely. I mean, that's it. Yeah, because Isak hasn't fought shit after that fight.
I mean, I like that. He bodied old Boa. I mean, Gamboa.
He bodied old. He's playing Gabe. The guy that embarrassed Gabe Fuller, Gervonta Cabrera.
Bodying Gamboa in 2022. What are we talking about? Like,
yeah.
Haney couldn't do it.
Yeah, I told pretty much every East that I know. Any East.
Why this nigga getting all sassy, dog? Fuck you, nigga. Like,
But yeah, no, I definitely think that. I mean, it's just shocking, Keystone, because I always thought you would have rolled with Ryan on that one, but it's like, yeah, you're saying that, hey, he can go to sleep too,
Yeah. I gotta be honest,
Would you put money on Ryan?
Huh?
Would you put money on Ryan? Like you said, fucking like, yeah, I'll put a little.
Anything is possible. So, hey,
Jamal Charlo doing that shit.
Yeah.
he said he put like 10 racks on Ryan Garcia.
Oh shoot.
You seen the live, right? Or the clip?
No, there was a clip after it continued, and he was talking shit.
Oh, you told. Oh, so it's not official. He ain't.
He was. There's a clip after, and the guy on the live is like, "Oh, you sure, Chip? You sure?" And he backtracks and shit.
I tell you one thing: if Drake bet on the fight,
oh boy,
go for the person he went against.
Yeah, so that's officially Tank 8th round.
Yeah, Tank 8.
Uppercut, right hook, what?
Uppercut. That's his thing, because that's what's gonna be open.
Hold on, wait. Okay, let me ask you this, because this nigga's short. I mean,
he can slip it.
Tiger uppercut or Shurma can like.
Yeah,
he might have to jump for that motherfucker. Like,
it's gonna be that Tiger Showman's. He gonna really have to extend, But I wouldn't put it past him, But Ryan gonna really just have to keep his chin down and stay focused, or else
easier said than done.
Yeah, like. He's got like little things that he's just got to stay focused on. But Goose, he probably talking about that right now, like at this moment.
Okay, so KO 8 round for you, Pat. What's your take on the fight and your same questions as Keith?
I mean, pretty much.
Hold on, any buzz up in your area though? First, like. Billboards,
there's no billboards or anything like that. Like, no, there's none of that.
No random young niggas bumping into you like, hey man, you about to watch Tanker?
So no, the only thing that I hear around there is just pretty much. Of course, the Dave and Buster's around there are actually airing that shit. So I'm like, and there's no cover on that. So that's like the other thing. But there hasn't been anything like overwhelming. Like I don't see commercials in my area like that or anything. So I mean. Of course, I'm not currently in a boxing gym right now to really gauge, to see.
Oh yeah.
If I wasn't
fight third when you're training in a boxing gym, it's just a different feel, man.
Yeah, absolutely, exactly.
If I can intervene real quick, there are a few people that I do know that check for Tank. They don't really check for regular boxers or anything like that. When it comes to the casual. They'd be like, yo, I'll check for Tank and don't really know too many names, but they know Tank.
Right.
So
like the cats in one of my chats, they were like, yo, Pat, yo, where you watching this fight from? And like, I gave him I told him where and then where it could also be airing and stuff like that. So I know there are people that are anticipating it, but it's not like. It's more like who you actually run into, more like where it's all over the place, where it's in your face, where it's not like that in Massachusetts. But in terms of how I feel like that, Goose. Ryan Garcia. He left. Reynoso and went with Goose.
You mean Canelo?
Yeah, left Canelo.
Canelo was a trainer over there in that gym, nigga.
You're right. You're not.
We spitting facts now. Come on.
Yeah, you're right though. So it's like Goosen. Like I said, he's only been with him like maybe 2 fights or whatever. So it's like there's some decent changes in there, but it's one of those things where what Ryan really lacks is big fight experience. Like he lacks that. Whereas Tank has at least been he's been a legit world champion. He's actually been in some actual fights, so some big fights like that. And on top of that, Tank is actually he's fundamentally sound. Something that Ryan, like I say, is definitely not. I mean, the only advantage that Tank that Ryan really has is he's big, and of course there's that rehydration clause which they've made a whole big stink about too.
10 pounds, right?
Yeah, because they don't want Ryan to really bloom up to some 150-pound shit. You can't really hurt the nigga, like some shit like that.
It's funny because me and my sister was talking about that the other day, and we was talking about, she was like, cause she was saying how a lot of people over where she at is like saying how, damn, why Tank gotta drain the nigga and all this shit. I was like, come on, man, 136. I was like, maybe 137, but I mean, come on, like if you would have had this nigga fight at 140, motherfucker would have showed up as big as goddamn Jamel Charlo. So it's like,
yeah, and Tank would not be able to hurt him. Like that's the thing.
Yeah, like come on, man, like you fighting a big nigga you can't hurt, like. Like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, who wants to fight Terminator, nigga?
Right. I mean, I think like this. I mean, I think Ron will try to follow a game plan, but as soon as Tank hits him with some shit that he doesn't like, or has him like wobbling or over the place like that, I have a feeling all that goose and shit is gonna go out the window. He's gonna resort back to old habits, and then Tank will just slowly start piecing him up. And I honestly see Tank stopping him in like round 7, and it's gonna be like hooks. It's gonna be like a whole series of hooks. He's gonna land on Ryan Garcia, and that will drop him.
You want like an old school '90s whooping against the ropes?
Hey, on the ropes, in the center of the ring, whatever. He's got to catch. Ryan Garcia's got to catch some.
Oh, you want to chase Bambi around the ring whooping, like?
Yeah. I honestly think right now it's just simply the Tank just has. It's too fundamentally sound. It has too much like big fight experience for Ryan right now, and like I said, he needed that at least a Hesta fight or some other fights like that to deal with Tank. But hey, he could. But like I said, Ryan is he's really his athleticism kind of rescues him. So who knows? Maybe he might walk Tank into one of them lightning counter like crosses or whatever. But I don't really, for some reason, I don't really see that happening. That's why I'm just picking Tank's probably going to break him down and just put him away in like 7 rounds.
Damn, 7 rounds. Okay. All right. King P, yo. First of all, any New York buzz over there? Like, what they saying in the bodega?
I mean, I heard a lot of people talking about it. So people are definitely talking about this. I seen one flyer, but that was about it. I ain't seen a lot of flyers. But I also ain't been. This city is big, so I ain't been in Brooklyn, Queens, and all that to see if there are flyers out there. And I ain't even really been in the heart of the city. So I'm in the Bronx. I seen one flyer. That was it. But I hear a lot of people talking about it. So people are definitely talking about it. There's probably some flyers I ain't seen. So. They'll probably still be up for a while because in New York they don't take flyers down for a while. Yo, so the funny thing is, let me just say this, LB, in Brooklyn, in East New York, they still got an old AZ poster from like '98 that they still ain't take down.
9 Lives?
No.
Or Sosa.
Pieces of a Man.
Oh, that's 97, ain't it? Like, was that
98?
That's 98. God damn, like.
I see this, I'm like.
Pieces of a Man poster?
Yeah, I'm like, what? What are we doing? Like, he's 25 years. Why is he still up here? Like,
it's like, you don't even see, like, posters down here, like. The weather will beat the fuck out of posters. Like sometimes I'll go to Miami, Hollywood. I'll see like a Kodak poster from like a year ago, or maybe Pretty Ricky back in the day, like shit like that. Like
Pretty Ricky.
But
them niggas had their moment, man. I mean,
they was on fire. What?
Yeah, I guess. Look at Eddie. Leave AZ alone. Look at we like the biggest AZ fans. Like.
Hey, no, Eddie. AZ's my favorite rapper. One of my favorite rappers. Yeah. I'm just saying. I thought it was funny that they still have a poster, a flyer from '98 on a light on a street pole. Like that's just hilarious to me.
Oh shit.
But so as for the fight, I think it's going to start off a slow fight. Like, I don't think we're going to see much action in the first 3-4 rounds.
So another Hector Garcia fight.
I mean, it's going to, because Tank is a slow starter anyway, and he also has a low punch output. So unless Ryan throws something that like he counters real quick, I don't really see it ending early.
Yeah, so you don't think these niggas is just gonna go out and get rah?
Nope, don't see it. And that would be stupid for Ryan to do that. I think Ryan will start.
He need to do that, but all right.
No, I think Ryan will start off just trying to throw a jab, try to throw his right cross out. He gonna just see what he can get. Try to touch up Tank a little bit. Tank will respect his power. But I think starting the 5th round is when Tank is gonna start really unloading. He's gonna start countering him. He's gonna start going. I think he's gonna go to the body, and that's gonna be the key. Ryan fights standing up and like does not like he puts his hands like in a weird position, like where it's like not covering his face, but it's also not covering his body. He's like
motherfucker fight like Tong Po from Kickboxer. Like,
yeah, exactly.
What is it?
But like, because I rewatched the Campbell fight, and that's how Campbell knocked him down. Because he had his hands just like this, not covering his face.
You know who else did that? What's the heavyweight nigga? I know Pat though. Hakeem Rockman.
So it was.
I didn't think he did it all that much.
He didn't do it all, but it was noticeable when he did it. Like he's done that shit a few times. Like I can't think of no one else, but yeah.
But like Ryan's better off fighting from longer range, because if it's mid range or close, Ryan that's a horrible disadvantage for Ryan because of his poor footwork and can't fight on the inside. So like his body will get touched up. Pause.
You don't think he's gonna leave? Like Tank gonna be vulnerable trying to go to the body?
Well, Tank might be vulnerable, but he's not gonna just go recklessly. If his body's gonna be wide open. Ryan leaves his body.
But the reach, because this is the thing, like Tanky's either gonna have to reach or close distance to get in there. Like, you think he's gonna smother him?
But I think he'll close the distance. Like,
and just be right up on Ryan Garcia like that?
I think there are times where he will get up on it.
And just take the gun, take the power of the gun away by just getting close.
Yes, and Ryan being all herky jerky will probably try to step back and like, but he's weird. He'll evade in that very weird way that he likes to move around. Like
he's squared up too, so
that squared up going straight back, which is horrible. But like, luckily Tank's a little short, so he can't take full advantage of that. But still, I think then Ryan's gonna start going for the big punches, the left hook, because we all know that's the money punch, and that's where he's gonna get countered because when he throws his left hook, he throws it with his eyes closed, like eyes closed, and he throws a left hook, and the right hand won't even be up in his face. You would think it would be right here when he's throwing the left hook, be right down here. So everybody's talking about the left. Everybody's talking about Tank's uppercut. And I get it. That's what his biggest punch. However, that's not going to be the punch that ends this fight. It's going to be the right hook.
The hook,
Especially because Ryan gets a little jumpy. And he's going to extend with that left hook. And while he extends with that left hook, the right Tank's right hook will be right there for him. And bam! Now I think he'll drop him. I think Ryan will get up, and I think Tank will just try to finish him off.
I can see that.
I think it's gonna go longer than people think. I'll say that. I mean, Ryan might even hurt Tank. There might be an instance where he hurts. I think Ryan's best thing is to hope the Tank comes in, try to close the distance, and then just try to step back and throw a hook. Because when he tries to set up the hook like regular, just throw the hook, he telegraphs it. So like Tank's gonna know it's coming because he likes to like just know, like he lets you know. Oh, okay.
So hope for Tank to press him like that.
What?
That's like the most obvious. I think like that would be like the best bet that both would hope to happen.
But Tank's not gonna do that. Tank is smart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Tank is smart enough not to do that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think Ryan will then start just letting go of his letting left hooks and right crosses when it's like, okay, you got to do something because this can't. I don't think Ryan wants this to go to the scorecards. So try to end this. Try to get him with a big punch, and I think that's where he's going to be his undoing. He's going to try to extend with that left hook, and he's going to get countered in between and slept. So yeah.
What round?
Say ninth round.
Okay.
Ninth round KO.
Damn, 8, 7,
7, 8, 9 so far.
Pilot, yo.
I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think everybody talks about the left with Ryan. For some reason, if he does hurt Tank, I feel it's gonna be a right. I feel like for some reason, everybody talks about the left, And Tank, I've heard Tank mention it. I've heard Tank mention it's left. It's a left. We all heard that. For some reason, I don't know why. I think it might be a right. I think Ryan has worked with Goosen. He's got loose with the goose paws, and he's done a good job. I mean, I see an improvement. Like Pat said, I saw a huge improvement from the Reynoso up into these fights. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it was Fortuna up. It was to go, which he didn't look that great in, but he dropped them bad. Ryan has improved, but he still is. I mean, I don't think he's gonna change overnight. You know what I'm saying? He's still up and down, straight up. His guard, like P said, his guard is a little suspect. Again, he does have that speed advantage, and obviously not speed advantage, but he has a height advantage, the reach, by a bit, and he's got fast hands. He's athletic, he's young. I just don't think he's ready. I mean, Tank to me is a complete fighter, as in terms of him not being able to process data. They say Loma downloads information, Bud, certain guys. I can see Tank doing that, every fight. Now, I don't think with Rolly, he's going to be cautious because I don't think he wants to. I heard Tank mention it might be maybe to sell tickets. It's going to be a fast, it could be a quick ending type shit. I don't think it's going to be a quick ending. I think after the first couple rounds, action's going to get wrecked and it's going to be kind of crazy. But there'll be lows, there'll be highs and lows. I think at the end of the day, though, Gervonta Davis will knock him out. And I'm probably going to say in the 6th round was something reminiscent of the Mike Tyson, the body to the head up, the 1-2, something like that. Or he's going to. I think what's going to really hurt him is the body. I think it's going to be a body shot that's going to hurt him.
Hold on, something like the Mike Tyson. What the guy he said he's more skilled in.
The 1-2, the 1-2.
The body to head,
Yeah, the body to head.
I know. I was making a joke because I remember seeing some tweet or something.
There was a huge controversy about who's more skilled, who's more talented. Because Mike Tyson said, Tank's not. Me and him, Tank don't fight alike. And then Tank said, yeah, I'm more talented.
Yeah.
There's shades, but I'm just saying I think he's gonna get him with that 1-2. And
you got a right to say that. Tank talented as fuck, but
Tank's talented. Yeah, Tank's talented.
But I don't think he's from Tyson talented.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, but I mean,
Man, I don't even think Tyson even cared that he said that.
In NBA Twitter they say he got a bag. Tank got a bag.
I think Tyson knows he's more talented.
Yeah. I mean, Tyson's the youngest heavyweight champion still, right? He's the youngest heavyweight champion.
You're supposed to think you the most.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Take it wrong.
Tyson was 5'10", generously, like the AI height, knocking NBA niggas out. You know what I'm saying? Height wise, he was knocking these niggas out cold. So
that nigga's really 5'10".
And he was the youngest heavyweight champion, I think, to this day.
Yeah, he still is the youngest champion to this day.
One of the youngest. One of Wolf Benitez was number 1.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. No one's breaking that.
Nobody's ever breaking that ever. Yeah, that's. But
the only. Not some diamond nigga. Gotta be some YouTube nigga.
No, but I think I think Tank will hurt Ryan to the body. I want to say it's gonna go late, but just to be what we do, I'm gonna say Tank will get him out in the 6.
Well, 6 is not really going late.
At first I thought about that, but I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go on 100 and say Tank will get him in the 6.
All right,
6.
It'll be a body shot most likely.
Okay. What about you, Rome?
Rome top 5.
Is nigga high?
Rome, you got 5, 4. You there?
This nigga sleeping?
He's away from AFK.
Well, nigga, you live with this nigga, man.
Well, y'all want me to fucking... You want me to call this nigga? Yo, look here also like.
All right, yo.
Hold on. Let's read some of the comments. Predictions first. All right, we got Dice with Tank TKO Ryan 9. I think Ryan will be winning the fight, but Ryan chin suspect. Tank will land a big punch and finish Ryan. So Tank stops Ryan at 9. If Ryan had a better chin, he could win, but his jaw glass.
It was glass yet, but I mean, he did get. Yeah, I mean, Luke Campbell is not a puncher. Luke Campbell dropped his ass pretty bad too. I mean, he got up.
But it was a good shot, though.
It was a good shot. It was a good shot.
But yeah, I feel you.
He got up.
I don't think it's Amir Khan level.
Nah, it ain't Amir Khan though. But if Tank might make it Amir Khan.
Because I don't think you're gonna hurt Ryan Garcia with every punch you throw. Like you'll take a few, but you got to hit him with a good like money shot. But yeah, Ryan isn't hard to hit. Dude got slow feet, fast hands, but defense isn't good. Chin suspect.
Which is all true.
Yeah, I can't really disagree with any of that. I think I know what his level of chin he's at, but never hurts to get some more verifications.
Yeah.
Ryan is like a discount Inspector Gadget. Go left. God damn, bro.
Well, that's why I think he's gonna try
bars, nigga.
I think a right. I mean, I could see a right and maybe get lucky or something. I don't know.
Henny got. I got A for A. I mean, you got an eighth and an eighth.
Oh, no, he said I got 8th and 9th round after that. Yeah.
He said I got 8 for 9th round. Best of luck to both fighters. Maybe getting loose with the goose paws will work for Rye.
If Ryan somehow wins this fight, honestly, I'm not going to be. I know we're all probably picking. I know we didn't get to pick yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan won. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I would be surprised, but after the shock settles in, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, either way, like whoever loses is gonna get some vitriol, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. But imagine if Tank, like if Ryan loses, boxing Will's gonna go, as usual. If Tank were to lose, this shit kind of sets it up upside down to me.
I mean, all I'll do is I'll just backtrack on all the criticisms I gave on both guys, and I'm like, you see, that's why they lost.
Tank got exposed.
That's what. Yeah, y'all just want to see a double knockout, so all y'all can be happy.
Well, how about you, Shutter? What's your official pick for this? Let's hear your breakdown, brother.
I do feel like this is a winnable fight for Ryan Garcia. If Ryan Garcia had a few more gut checks, a few more tests, I probably would pick him because, especially with Goosen in his corner, he would really know how to fight long and keep that distance, and I think the right hand would be a weapon. If he can keep Tank at bay, I do feel like he can win some rounds. But when there's going to become a time where Tank is going to get aggressive, and I don't think Ryan Garcia has the defensive footwork to create the distance and set traps and create space to really let off his shot. If he starts putting hands on Tank enough where Tank is losing rounds, because Ryan has the capability of putting Tank in that position, especially if Tank goes with the slow approach. I honestly feel like this fight just has the energy of this fight will just force it to be faster than they both expected. I think it's better if Ryan Garcia was to just be on some prime Amir Khan, Freddie Roach shit and just box aggressively and try to just pile up punishment and points, and the 3 P's: punishment, points, and push back. And if you could do that with quick hands and power and keep a nigga at the end of your damn punches, you could kind of chip away at him. And if you hurt them, they might not even get that second win where they want to get that aggressiveness at you. A guy like Tank, if you don't hurt him or make him wear your shots, he's not going to let up. He's just going to keep it moving. He's going to lure you in. He's going to do everything he can to not hunt you down. But if if Ryan Garcia gets Tank in stalking mode and after him, that's when the real fucking fight happens. And I feel like this fight gonna start faster than we all anticipate. I don't see this shit just being like these niggas pecking and pawing for fucking 5 rounds. Like
it ain't gonna be no Barrios type fight. Like it's gonna be, you know, like it ain't gonna be like that kind of Barrios where it's gonna start off.
Barrios fight kind of got to it. Like,
you think so?
Didn't it get to it? It started like it was sizzling, and then it was like, okay, your fajita skillet wrap is ready, sir. Like it started like sizzling and popping in that motherfucker.
Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah, the Leo Santa Cruz fight kind of started like
that's some ebbs and flows. That's some ebbs and flows in that fight.
Yeah. See, and that's like I feel like we could get one of those fights. It's just who's gonna break first, who's gonna handle it. By the third round, these niggas gonna be swinging. Like, so with that said, I think Pilot's on something with the 6th round. But I just think this is gonna be a short night overall. I'll go 5th. Tank by 5th round KO. And it might be one of those Amir Khan, Danny Garcia situations where one guy kind of start out faster and you know, dictating, and then he kind of just make a mistake. But I just see a shootout. I don't really, if this shit is a boring fight and it's just so slow, like, and they're trying to like niggas gonna start booing. And no one wants to be the one. No one wants to be the one to not take advantage of something.
Right, and I know myself. I know, like, if this shit ends up boring and it doesn't, and it stays that way, I will rip this fight apart.
That would be, I mean, honestly, real quick, that would be so bad for boxing because this is, you know, getting the youth going. You know, we're hardcore fans. We're into this fight. It's like from us to the youth, the casuals. If this fight is like one of those boring ass, you know, like 12 rounds, I mean,
it can't be one of, they both want to knock each other out. It can't be a boring fight.
I can see it going a distance, honestly. I mean, if it went distance, but it was action packed, that's fine. But
I can see that too. I can see that. That might be the best thing for the sport. Like, if this fight went the distance and it was a fight of the year, and they both showed heart and everything, like
they both survived and shit,
and they both survived.
Get the rematch,
nigga. You will not hear the end of it. I promise you. That might be the best thing to happen. Even if it's a clear winner and just one guy like a 115, 113, and it just they both going at it, like if this shit turns into Shane Mosley, De La Hoya won,
that'd be fire. That'd be fire. Yeah.
But I think we might just get that for 5 rounds and then a knockout though, and I think that'll be dope too. Because if whoever goes out on their shield and it's a good fight, elevates the sport. But I think Tank is just gonna he's gonna get him in an exchange, and it might be one of those where Ryan is overcommitting or Ryan eyes closed, he's missed or wrong hit.
Teo Comey type shit. You know that Teo Comey?
Yeah, it might be something like that. It might be something where Ryan just collapses and falls straight. Might be one where he damn goes into the ropes, flies across the ring. It's just gonna be something dope. Like, I don't know, but I just see it happening in exchange. I think the fight gonna be fast paced, and they'll get to it, and Goosen is gonna be losing his mind in the corner, and
yeah, he is.
and that jean jacket,
and with a jean jacket.
Yeah, better get on the fucking inside.
yeah. You gotta get on the fucking inside.
Get on the fucking inside.
Damn.
Classic
on the inside, right fucking now.
Yeah, so I definitely see a good fight, 5th round KO for Tank, and if it does good, it's going to set a precedent for the sport. It's going to wake everybody up and say, look, people don't care about the titles, all that shit. You know, like, yeah, it's nice, but people just care about the matchups and when they happen. And people want the fights that they want when they want them. And if Tank and Ryan give us a successful show, it'll just elevate the sport, you know. And I think that's what we need. We need that next level. Like, we needed that Jake Paul push we needed Crawford and Spence not getting their shit together. Like,
and
young niggas had to take it from y'all old niggas.
They're saying it might get announced on this card.
I don't even want to talk about
Oh God, nigga! Like, look.
I know.
No.
If it don't, I'm over. If it doesn't,
You made this nigga come back on camera. He's like, yo.
No Crawford Spence.
He already said,
Like, get the blick. He said, like, yo, we ain't gonna do this.
what's his name on Showtime already said that's not happening.
yeah, I keep getting fooled with the.
So no.
Until they announce it on their Twitters or their Instagrams or whatever, that fight is just like it's not gonna it's not getting announced anywhere except on those platforms.
Hey, at least
Give me Spence Thurman already. Fuck.
At least these young boys stepping up. I mean, shit, you know.
That's what I'm saying, and everybody's getting what they want. Like, it ain't our fault. Lomachenko decides to fight Haney now.
Yeah, right.
But it's for undisputed, and it's nice you have an undisputed fight where two guys two legit guys, and you know, it's not because everybody complained about Kambosos not being good enough. So look, you got your fucking hardcore Lomachenko fight, shit. But for Saturday, we got the real niggas.
No, that's the other way around, nigga. Ain't nothing real about this shit, nigga. I'm gonna need you to calm all that down, nigga.
Nah.
Yeah,
we're getting a fight because their current career trajectories end that way, because else they'd be facing jobbers if they could. We keep it all the way 100. That's the reason why we're getting this fight.
Yeah, this is the biggest payday.
I
mean, yeah,
it's happening the right time, man. It's
what's up? I mean, the undercard.
Niggas is off this Mayweather Pacquiao corporate. You know, we'll wait till the moment is right. You know how many times motherfuckers tell me whenever I say, like, dude, the fight should have happened in 2011, 29, 2010, wherever the fuck, before niggas lost or before motherfuckers started going on their different spin-off tours.
What they call it, the marination?
Yeah, the marination. Motherfuckers always tell me, but nah, the fight wouldn't make the most money like it did now. I'm like, who the fuck cares? The fight would have still made more money back then. It'll make the most money at that moment back then.
Yeah, with the Mayweather fight.
Yeah, like, get the fuck out of here. So I'm off that. Like, same thing with Boots Ortiz. Now we don't know what the fuck going on with Ortiz. We don't know if he's gonna be at welterweight.
July, supposedly it got rescheduled for July, but
yeah, dude, Ortiz Stanionis is the fucking Catterall Josh Taylor for this year. like. Nigga, like, wake me. Let me know the week when that happened. Like,
and speaking of Beth, the undercard is pretty trash. Beth Gabe's alright, but there's a couple fights I like on the undercard.
No.
They said the truth.
No, the undercard for an event like this, and I said we said
it should be better. It should be better.
Yeah, like the undercard should be at least strong. Like the co-main should be strong. Like it should be an undercard where if you have all these eyes on it, it could be a way to build up.
But it's not trash though. I want to make that clear because Rosado Beck, that's a decent run. Like,
Morel showcase. Morel needs to do. Morel needs to do real quick. Morel needs to do what Boots couldn't on the past tank card. He needs to put on.
That's true too. Like, I would love to see a good Morel athletic beatdown KO.
Elijah Garcia, he's supposedly fighting. You know, a dude that lost to Vito Melnick or Joey Spencer. I think he lost to Joey Spencer. It's still a good fight.
Joey Spencer.
Yeah, but
shout out Vito Melnick, Jersey.
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, like I said, for a big fight, maybe it should have at least one other big co-main or something like that. And instead the co-main is Morello versus Yamaguchi Falco, who got his zero took by Chris Pearson. Like, how am I supposed to get fucking excited about that fight? Like,
yeah.
I mean, that was a late replacement because he wasn't supposed to be.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, for the casual fan, they don't care about the undercard, you know?
What's this picture we seen on Twitter where they say the open workouts for the undercard are crowded? Like,
yeah, it's all about the main event. You know, it is what it is.
I mean,
yeah, but niggas is out there, bro. Like, motherfuckers just like, dude, it's a different era now. Like,
yeah, there's
niggas is just energy now.
If you're gonna charge $85 for this card, you gotta put something on there.
I was gonna say,
I'm not disagreeing with that.
There's a good fight with the guy.
It could be a better card. Like, there's been worse fucking undercards. You know that.
Yeah.
But it could be better. Like, I agree. Like,
there's this fight with Lorenzo Truck Simpson. He's fighting Pacino Hill. That's a good fight, but it's gonna be free on YouTube. It ain't gonna be a part.
Yeah,
of
no, I'm not talking about the free ones. The free ones I don't give a fuck about. It's the pay-per-view card.
Pay-per-view,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's the guy you pay $85. You're getting Beck the Bully versus Rosada, and I saw that shot as part of my regular sub on the Zone. Didn't get paid.
And then you get was it just that and Elijah Garcia versus Zambrano?
Yeah, I mean I don't mind the Garcia Zambrano fight because that should be like the opener fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I can't say it's trash. Like,
but they couldn't. I mean, how come?
But it could be better.
How come we couldn't get? I know maybe it's the budget, but how come we couldn't get Shishkin versus Morel? That's perfect, But obviously, they probably want to headline that for. Again, this is for Morel, a showcase for Morel and Elijah Garcia.
Yeah, I'm tired of showcase Morel fights. That we've had more than enough of that. Like
he should be fighting Shishkin, but that's.
I didn't consider the last fight to be a showcase fight.
That was a good fight.
Yeah, that was like a decent scrap. Like, he turned it into a showcase fight, but it didn't start off as a showcase fight.
But Beck, I mean, I don't know. Beck's so open to the counter, but I feel like I don't want Gabe to win because I need Gabe to retire. Goddamn.
Yeah,
damn, how the fuck you sound? Like, let that man retire on his own.
But I'm saying, goddamn, this nigga taking beatings and shit.
Hey, what's all that static in the background?
Oh, of course. Well, real quick, let's touch on that because there is the hydration. I mean, all these YouTube shows are always talking about the catch weight, which is at 136, and the rehydration of Ryan only being able to.
I don't care about none of that.
I know Ryan signed it, but people are making it a big deal.
You can't complain about something that you signed.
He signed, but people are making it a big
contract. So there, I'm
not making it because usually you get a catch weight or a rehydration, but this has actually both. There's not been a fight that has a catch weight and a rehydration clause, and I can see why people.
I'm pretty sure that's not true, but I'm not going to go look it up because I don't care enough.
There's not.
Yeah,
really
hold on. The thing is, fight night, he can weigh whatever he wants, right?
No, he has to
10 pounds.
That's the morning when he.
That's the morning. Yeah, the fight.
But he could come into the fight whatever the fuck he wants.
Sure, yeah.
Exactly. So it ain't no fuck it.
But people are making it a big deal, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't see why it is a big deal. But it's like he signed. If he signed the contract, he signed the contract.
Look, if they was going to 134, then hey, yeah. But it's 136. It's not our fault that Ryan Garcia hasn't been active fighting a lot. He could have had another fight, had to wait another training camp, but he probably looked at it as like, I'm not going to squeeze down low again to get it 130. You know what I mean? Whatever. Like,
yeah, I mean, Tank's the A side, and I'm not gonna lie, Tank did looked at it against Barrios at 140, so I can see as the A side, you're gonna want your advantage, I guess. But I mean,
and both made their names at lightweight or around that weight anyway. So fuck it, like.
Yeah.
Like niggas just want something to complain about. Like, yeah, y'all see, man, Ryan Garcia's a big motherfucker.
Well, Ryan did say something where he was like, he's complaining about it on podcasts and shit. My shit.
He said, then he'll say like, oh, I'm joking, like
joking.
But yeah, shit. Ain't nothing else to say about the undercard and all that shit.
Hell no, there isn't.
I mean, I'm hoping
like we all gave our Rome review up, like nigga.
Yeah, Rome Party.
So
Morel
is fighting.
Fell asleep.
No, I'm here, nigga.
What's your opinion?
Keith want to say something. Keith, what are you saying? What are you gonna say about
Morel? Yeah.
Wait, no, I had a question. So, did they change Morel, who he's fighting?
Yeah, he was fighting.
He's fighting Yamaguchi now.
Yeah, he was fighting somebody else, but dude had to pull out.
Yeah, because he failed a CAT scan or some shit like that.
Yeah, so he failed. Who was it? What was his name? I don't know.
Abeco, Cena Abeco. Yeah, okay. And then Falco's no better. Falco lost his zero to Chris Pearson.
Yeah. I'm not really confused because his younger brother is the mandatory for one of the 160 belts. It's not that Falco. It's his brother.
No, it's a different. Yeah. It's the Falco that's kind of a scrub.
The other guy, it's Google Falco's like 160. Yamaguchi. He is a champion. He has a mandatory shot on the line against. Like,
this Falco was the scrub. I told you he's the one that lost to Chris Pearson. Like he's not good. He's not a good fighter at all.
Okay, we get it. You've said it like 5 times.
No, I want part of the understand because he wasn't understanding what I'm saying. It ain't the other Falcons.
I think the Elijah Garcia. When it comes to the main card, the Elijah Garcia fight is probably the one that hopefully I'm hoping is the.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, no, like I said, the undercard is underwhelming for the type of event it is. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you just hope for upset. That's all I care about. Like, you know, like now if Rosado knocks out Beck the Bully again, great. You know, that won't be good for Beck the Bully because it'd be like, what the fuck? So it's
okay, real quick on Beck, real quick. Munguia, shouldn't he be fighting Beck? At least they're both in the Golden Boy 168.
No, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna waste
no Munguia talk.
yeah, I'm not. No, Munguia can do whatever. He can stay the fuck over here. He's not.
Munguia should fight a prospect, Prince contender again. That would you stay in pilot?
I mean, Beck, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Beck would be a better opponent than some of these guys he's been fighting a couple times recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Again, Munguia is another like I just until he actually fights somebody worth a damn. I don't like bringing him up anymore either.
Beth said Yamaguchi sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh villain.
I see. I thought, oh shit, that's good.
Hey, yo, Rome, give your opinion before you go back to sleep, nigga.
Quick, I got Tank getting Ryan out of there. I think it's gonna take Tank about to the 6th or 7th round to figure Ryan out. You know, a better fighter. Once he figures him out, it's gonna be quick work.
What round though? You said 6, 7. You gotta pick a round.
Tank is slow. I'll give him 7 rounds. If you take it too long, I don't know why the fuck that nigga do that. It's like he don't hear the real bell until like the 4th round. It's like, oh, okay, we fighting. Oh, my bad. It's like, oh yeah, I'm in a fight of my life. Hold on, let me get back in there. Like, no, nigga. From the beginning, he should just come out. Like, Tank will be more dangerous if he just came out blazing like how he's supposed to fight.
But he thinks he does think in the ring. He has high IQ. I feel like he kind of tries to.
He be respecting his opponent too much. Like, nigga, are you the name or are these niggas the name, nigga? Like, come on.
The opponent started getting more dangerous, bro. Like, he was doing that for like his damn beginning of his career, but then guys like that will say he's still doing that.
Rolly looked fucking big. Rolly looked fucking big. I can see why he kind of was cautious. And Ryan might, you know, that's probably why not the readmission clause was in there because he's like, because Rolly was looking like a fucking welterweight when he was fighting Tank.
You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all want this man to damn just run in there and be like, like,
and get KO'd.
Yeah, that's true because he is fighting bigger niggas too, so he is taking a smarter approach.
For now.
For now.
That's why Tank is so frustrating because everybody is like, I thought I had him. I know I had him. And they never did, really. He was just waiting.
Yeah, exactly. Setting them up.
Oh man, so I think we touched about pretty much everything we can about this card.
Yeah.
So